If someone stole your wallet right now and had just 3 tries to guess your 4-digit PIN before the card locked them out completely, there's a real chance they'd get it. Not because they know you, just because of a pattern your brain almost can't help falling into. Most people assume their PIN is basically random. 4 digits, 10,000 possible combinations, practically impossible to guess. Mathematically, that's true, but humans are actually terrible at being random on purpose. Asked to just pick 4 numbers, our brains don't scatter evenly across all 10,000 options. We gravitate toward the same small handful of patterns over and over without ever realizing it. A widely cited analysis of millions of exposed 4-digit PINs found something that shocked even the security researchers who ran it. The single most common PIN in the entire dataset was 1234, making up somewhere around 1 in every 10 PINs analyzed. Add in a few other predictable patterns like repeating digits such as 1111 or 0000, and a tiny handful of combinations accounted for a massive share of every code in the study. In a truly random world, each possible PIN should show up about 1/100% of the time. Instead, that small cluster of easy PINs showed up hundreds of times more often than chance alone would ever produce. So why does this keep happening across millions of completely unrelated people? It comes down to how memory works under a little bit of pressure. Standing at an ATM, maybe with someone waiting behind you, your brain reaches for whatever it can recall instantly. And the easiest things to recall are the things that already carry meaning. That's the second major pattern researchers found: dates. Numbers that look like a birth year, especially ones starting with 19, showed up dramatically more often than random chance would predict. There's even a third layer to this most people never consciously notice. Simple shapes your thumb can trace comfortably across the keypad get chosen far more often too, completely independent of what the actual numbers mean. Quick detour. Why 4 digits at all? The ATM's inventor, John Shepard Barron, originally planned 6 digits, until his wife said she could only remember 4. That same instinct, reaching for what's easy to remember, is exactly what later made PINs so predictable. Now, you might think 3 failed attempts makes this whole problem irrelevant. Not quite. 3 tries sounds safe, until you remember that a small handful of PINs already covers a huge share of the population. If someone has your card and 0 other information about you, trying the most statistically common PINs first, instead of guessing randomly, dramatically increases their odds within those 3 chances. An educated guess and a random guess are nowhere close to equally risky. There's an even simpler risk too. A predictable PIN is also just easier for someone to remember after one glance at your hand in a checkout line. Here's something that might genuinely surprise you. Some banks already know about this exact research and have quietly started blocking the most predictable PINs outright, refusing to let new customers set 1234 or a handful of other common patterns as their code at all. It's a small fix, but it shows how seriously the financial industry takes a problem that, on paper, sounds too simple to matter. Some countries have even started shifting towards 6-digit PINs for this exact reason. So what actually makes a PIN safer without making it impossible for you to remember? The goal isn't randomness for its own sake. It's simply avoiding the categories that are already overrepresented. Skip straight sequences, skip repeating digits, and skip anything that looks like a birth year, especially your own. One simple trick that works well. Think of a random, slightly obscure word or short phrase only you would connect to, and convert it into numbers using the keypad's letters. It's memorable to you, and completely meaningless to anyone else guessing based on the usual patterns. So here's a useful challenge. Think about your own PIN right now, honestly. Does it fall into one of these categories? A sequence, a repeat, a birth year, a comfortable keypad shape? If it does, that's worth changing today, not eventually. If this made you rethink something you've never questioned before, smash that like button. It genuinely helps this channel more than you'd think. And if you're not subscribed yet, hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next one. Be honest in the comments. Was your PIN one of the patterns we just talked about? I read every single one. See you in the next video.